yoga class. So tonight is all about yoga for positive mindset. So if you guys are following me on Instagram, on Facebook, all of that, you're going to see that today was a little bit of a rough day. Today there's a lot going on, and sometimes it really is very important that we really look at the big picture of what's going on, and we kind of take a step back and we really have that positive mindset. We really look at the silver lining. This helps to be really the bridge, kind of like gratitude can be the bridge from negative kind of mindset or kind of like pessimism to optimism, right? It's the same thing with really looking at the silver lining, or really just being able to laugh at yourself and just kind of have fun. And that is one thing here at the True Beauties. I was just telling them, this is why I love you guys, because even though it's been a little bit of a rough day, even us yoga teachers have bad days, you guys. We're real, we're human, and it can be so good just to connect with other like-minded, women, friends, family members, whatever, and just kind of laugh at, what's going on in your life. So today is really, really focusing on positive mindset. Some people are really naturally a little bit more optimistic. So, I really feel like I'm a pretty optimistic person. I've always kind of been somebody who just, I really feel like I just kind of look at the bright side. My mom's a lot that way. Some people are naturally a little bit more negative, or they feel that they're more negative. I've had people even message saying, hey, how can I learn tips on how to be more positive, right? And so I really get back to gratitude, you guys. That is the key. It is the bridge to really helping you if you're feeling like you're stuck in a rut. Sometimes when we do that, we just we're sort of not self-sabotaging, we're kind of feeling bad for ourselves, and we're really looking at all the negative going on versus looking at the positive. And this is a really important practice to be able to do that on a daily basis, is to count your blessings and to reflect on your, what's going on in your life that is positive. What that does from a manifesting standpoint, it's going to bring more positive, more lightheartedness into your life. So what we focus on, mentally, emotionally, what we feel, we're going to bring more of that into our life. So just like I said, at the beginning of class, today was kind of a rough day. Everyone has bad days, but if you feel like you're having like consistent bad days, weeks, months, years, that's where you really need to reassess what's going on, and you really need to, I would suggest, focus on your gratitude each day and see if you can start small, you guys. Honestly, 3 things. Like when you wake up, you put your feet on the ground and you can say, universe, God, higher self, just like I teach you guys in class, I'm so happy and grateful for. And just go into your 3 things and make that a habit every single day. Every single day when I get out of bed, that is a habit that I've done. And then I kind of go through and do my stuff throughout the house as I move through to a lot more gratitude than just those 3. But I would start small and really start with, you can even start with 1 thing, okay? But I think 3 is kind of a nice number. So just really start to focus on that a little bit here. Reflect on how you're feeling. I've had a lot of people mention today they're feeling a little tired. So just kind of notice where you're at today and be patient with yourself. We're going to focus on dōTERRA Elevation Oil. Okay, I just made a post about this. This is an amazing oil. It has all different citrus oils in here. It has tangerine in here. It has Hawaiian sandalwood. It has Melissa oil in here. Ylang-ylang. It has really kind of a nice balance. It even has a little bit of lavender in here. So notice the citrus, lavender. It's kind of a nice balance going on. And it's not too strong of a lavender scent. It's going to be more citrusy. Cheer, we're going to mix it with. Okay, so cheer oil is called the uplifting blend. Perfect, right? So we're mixing them together. So together they're really, really going to help to stimulate the yellow chakra, the solar plexus, and help to just kind of stimulate that lightheartedness so you don't take yourself so seriously or take life so seriously. Highly recommend these oils. So what I'm going to show you that we do, okay, I'm blending. And remember, you guys, topically, the rule of thumb is like 1 to 3 drops. So I'm going to do maybe like 2, okay? Blend it together here. And even though, of course, the wrists, the usual places are all great that I talk about in these classes, I really want you guys to focus on kind of the bottom of the feet tonight and really like the big toe. That is where our head space is. And then kind of like the ball of the foot area. So again, I specified this in that post that I just made. This is really going to help with the kind of mental, mental health, kind of mental mindset, keeping that positive mindset, and then your heart space, you guys, for emotions, okay? If you're feeling really emotional. So focus on that and then just blend it all over. I'm going to do the other side. So we're balancing the right and the left brain, okay? Creating balance here in the body. And as always, you guys, you can see details below on how to learn more about dōTERRA and schedule a wellness consult with me. I'd be happy to work with you guys. So I'm going to come around to everyone in class. So about 1 or 2 drops of each one. Kind of feeling 2 tonight of each. It has the side benefit of moisturizing the bottom of the feet, which is always great. Get rid of any calluses, dryness, anything that's going on there. So remember to focus on the big toe, of course. If you guys are at home watching this, or you're in a hotel room, or you're traveling, I know people watch this from kind of all over. We've had good feedback about that. So just really, if you have the oils, awesome. If you're somebody who travels a lot, if you can have little travel versions of the oils, it's really going to enhance the way you're feeling, okay? So I would definitely recommend that. You can get little small vials and do that. So we're going to slowly, after you do that, we're going to go ahead and connect our feet now, okay? So create butterfly posture here. Feet are touching. Try to have the big toes touching here, okay? And then just slowly start to press the heart forward, the shoulders back. We're going to take our hands, okay? So just like a book here. So we have our feet touching. Then we have our hands together. We're going to open up our hands like a book. Deep inhales here. So just really start to slow down the breath. And together they create a really beautiful blend here. Like I said, it's primarily citrus, so it's really designed to lift the mood. All citrus oils do that. But there's kind of a nice, subtle, almost calming effect here with that blend. You may pick up on that Hawaiian sandalwood. That's nice and grounding, very calming. That lavender. So start to tilt the tailbone just a little bit here, just grounding yourself a bit more. Deep inhale. So we're going to almost kind of cover up the face a little bit here and just take even deeper breaths, okay? So deep Ujjayi inhale, same extension there with the exhale, so the same length of time. Rest your upper fingers on the forehead as you continue to breathe here. Whatever feels the most relaxing. I like to rest my index finger, even my middle finger area, even maybe the thumbs, just kind of above the brows, on the outside of the eyes. And we're going to reflect here. So remember what I was just saying about that positive mindset. So reflecting on your gratitude. So see if you can start with those 3 things, you guys. So just 3 different things in your life. Remember, this could be anything. It could be physical, mental, social, spiritual, emotional. Anything that you feel grateful for. And just reflect. See if you do these classes a lot, or if you come to class or anything like that, see if you can come up with 3 new things, okay? We tend to have kind of our go-to. Try to really dig deeper here and have 3 things that are completely different, okay? Guys, now that you've really connected that space, we're going to go ahead and keep the eyes closed here as we connect our hands up above us. So the hands are in prayer position. We are connecting the hands completely. And just really imagine framing the face here. So we're creating a diamond shape. So we have the elbows slightly bent. That diamond's created kind of like the space between between the elbows, framing the face, and so just subtly, very, very subtly here, we're lifting the chin. Not to the point where we're pressing the chin back or anything like that, just very subtly opening our optimism here. Being open to that positive mindset. So really I want to challenge you guys not to do too much kind of, action here. Let it be very subtle, let it feel good. We're just stretching through the heart, relax the belly. See if you can expand all through the rib cage here. Deep inhale, slow, deep exhale. So these oils are extremely powerful, so notice, especially if you're here in class, just how they've made you feel. Notice any sensation or any scent that's kind of lingered or stayed with you. And very slowly start to exhale. Start to bring the hands down in front of the face, in front of the heart, all the way down. And we're really kind of bringing them about to that solar plexus. So you're going to stretch the wrists a little bit here. If you were in Tuesday's class or you took Tuesday's class at home, this will feel good as far as stretching those wrists. We were working the wrist area, doing a lot of balancing postures. So here what we're doing is we're bringing the hands as far down as we can, okay? And you want to stretch to the wrist, but try to keep those hands still flat on each other, okay? We're trying not to separate at the base here. And just kind of see if you can bring the hands basically up to that solar plexus, kind of the upper abdominal muscles, if possible. Inhale, start to go up the chakras, all the way up to the highest version of yourself, your lavender chakra, above the head. Bent elbows, diamond shape. So connecting to your diamond, your inner diamond within the highest version of who you are. So exhale all the way back down. So solar plexus. So think of those citrus oils here, and then inhaling lavender. So think of that lavender oil even in the elevation oil, okay? So connecting to the highest version. So we're focusing on the upper chakras here. And just follow your breath here. So let's take this a step further here. See if you can, on every inhale, as you lift your hands up, think of something you're grateful for, and exhale, just focusing on the breath. Inhale, gratitude. Exhale, reflect. So this is a wonderful practice, you guys. See if you can continue to go up and down here, moving through your gratitude as I'm talking here. So this is a great practice to have. You could do this every single morning when you first wake up. Just connect your Ujjayi breath to this movement. Do the same movement. Connect the feet in butterfly posture. And with every inhale, again, you could do it bare minimum would be 3 times. Inhale what your gratitude is. But if you want, you can go back and forth. The power of doing this with your breath, by the way, notice at first you know exactly what your gratitude is, and as you continue to move through that breath, you start to have different things come to you. Things that you kind of know are there, but maybe you take for granted a little bit. So it just really allows you to have that awareness and increase that positive mindset. Really helps for things like bad days, or if you kind of feel in a rut. Really important practice here. So slowly start to inhale, reach the hands up. We're intertwining the fingers, opening up our optimism here, opening really how open we are to the universe here, anything that we need to hear, anything that we need to see or feel. and just start to stretch it out. So remember to make sure it feels good here. So we're keeping the feet touching as long as it's comfortable, you guys, and we're stretching to the right, deep stretch. Really stretch all through the obliques here, okay? You can hold the belly button in if you'd like to. That helps to work the abdominal muscles. But if it feels more comfortable, you guys, to just relax the core, I'm totally cool with that. Whatever feels good tonight. I want you to take care of you. So then just start to bow forward a little bit here. We're not going all the way down. Just kind of subtly down. And kind of shrug the shoulders forward. So we're stretching through the upper back. And then slowly opposite side. So remember, we're stretching through the obliques here. So belly button can go to the spine if you want. Deep stretch. And then back behind us. So reach those fingertips towards the back of the room. Open through the heart. Stretch up. So lifting the chin. And just go back and forth. So we're not quite creating circles here. Just stretch. Make sure you have a pause at each section here. So then to the right, forward, to the left. So there's a lot of subtle energies that we're working with here. We have a lot of built up energy in our joints. Sometimes it can be anxiety, it can be stress. So by really connecting our breath, closing our eyes, we're really allowing just to make sure there's no kinks in our energy, there's no blocks. These are kind of like little mini blocks that can kind of sometimes trip us up. So this is actually a real thing. You can Google it. It's called subtle energy. What would we do without Google, by the way? So we're going to slowly bring our left hand, okay, to heart center. So think of half prayer position. We're rolling. Notice I'm kind of rolling my hip over to my left side, okay? So we have that left hand. You guys look great. Very nice. And then see if you want to grab, so see if you can kind of grab your, it could be like your shin area, you guys, that's fine. We're kind of just balancing here. This is a balancing posture. If you want, you can start to straighten the leg a little bit. So remember, you can also, this can be a nice place too to grab underneath the calf muscle. Even the thigh, totally cool with that. Just bend the knee. Full expression, peace sign fingers, okay? Peace sign fingers, and we're grabbing on those big toes, and we're going to stretch it up here and really start to lower your gaze. Notice how I'm looking down here. I'm now finding my focus, my inner focus, okay? Inner reflection. And see how far you can go before you topple over, okay? If you topple over, that's fine. I'd rather have you guys kind of push it a little bit here. And I was just kind of like laughing at myself because I went to my daughter's swim lesson. I'm like hoping I don't have like a big wet spot like on my butt right now. That'd be so awkward because I went swimming. But if you see that, you know what it is. I did not pee my pants. So here, we're rolling this way, okay? So we're slowly going here, and then boop, if you fall off, that's okay. So have fun with it. Let this be lighthearted, you guys. Remember, we're not taking ourselves so seriously. Exactly. Because I think a lot of times when we feel like, and everything's going wrong or something like that, we're taking ourselves and life too seriously. Things happen, I get that, but really try to have that lighthearted, that positive mindset. Laughter, guys, is the key to that, okay? Inner cheer, hence the cheer oil. So start to find that balance, okay? And if you want, you can do it just for the fun of it. Just kind of roll over. So you're just kind of having fun with this. You're doing whatever kind of lets go of excess energy in the body, okay? So find your pause here, and then remember, shoulders do expand here. We want to open up through the heart. This is, by the way, where you do want to have belly button to the spine. And that's okay. And because belly button to the spine, it's going to really work the abs, okay? And just make sure you press those shoulders back. Deep breath. We're going to exhale. We're going to bend the knees, so we're going to wrap it around here, okay? One of my favorite postures. This is so good for any built-up tension in the hips. We're going to start to crisscross a little bit here. So listen to your body. Everyone is very different here, and you don't want to overdo it, but I want you to push it just a little bit. Okay, so we're starting to crisscross a little bit. What we're moving towards, you guys, is that we're trying to have the knees where they're kind of one on top of the other. Don't worry if you're not there. You start to open up more and more the more yoga you do, right? And so practice makes perfect. You got to just practice. So what we're doing is we're having the knee ideally on top of the other knee for the full expression. Again, listen to the body. Flex the feet at first, okay? We're going to take our peace sign fingers and just kind of hang on to the big toe. We have this whole focus on the big toe tonight, our mental energy. And then start to press the shoulders back. So here's something I always notice here. We'll lean all of our weight on like the left hip, okay? Yeah, and then perfect. You're already like, know where I'm headed with this. So we're moving our weight slightly to the right, just a little bit. You're going to feel the hips and go, okay, you know, yeah. It's going to open you up a little bit more. That's really good. That's going to help with your foundation, your self-confidence. if you notice, people who laugh at themselves, people who don't take life so seriously, people who are authentic and vulnerable and real, they're the most confident people, right? Because they're being real, and that's awesome. We all want to be that way. That's very important. That's what a true beauty is, right? Confident in your own skin. So here, we need to open that up a little bit more. This stretches through the psoas that we worked on Tuesday's class, which helps with self-confidence and helps with decreasing anxiety and depression, okay? So really, really important to stretch that. It's all through the hips. So peace sign fingers to the toes. Bring that weight slightly to the right, and then it's a little difficult. Try to just relax, okay? It's going to want to hang on. See if you can relax a little bit. Just notice how the spine feels, if anything needs to be kind of ironed out or straightened out all along the spine. You want to have that kind of alignment with the chakras. So you may kind of tilt the tailbone a little bit, you may bring the belly button to the spine, the shoulders back slightly. And remember, we have that subtle tilt of the chin, just so we're connecting to that highest version of who we are, sitting nice and tall, nice and confident. Deep Ujjayi breath. So remember that Ujjayi breath, mouth is closed. We're deep breathing through the back of the throat. So it's kind of like a ha sound, like you're fogging up a glass window. Deep exhale here as you open up through the hips. Okay, so I'm going to slightly turn to the side here so you can see where we're headed with this. So make sure you're feeling good. If it's at all too tight, guys, you can unwrap a little bit, okay? So we're going to take this a little bit deeper, just so you can see the side here. We want to move through, I think of this as like, almost it's very symbolic, like our gratitude backwards. So you'll see where I'm going with this. So we already went into our gratitude of what we're grateful for in our life, right? What we currently have. A huge part of manifesting is giving gratitude for your intention before it's arrived, as though it's already in your reality today. So when you feel that, and you're like, I am so happy and grateful for this, and it's there, even if it's not there yet, if you practice that with discipline, you will manifest that. Absolutely. I've proved that to myself time and time again. I've seen it. It's amazing. You guys, I've heard it from you guys. So if that's new to you, just trust me on this. Keep on following. We'll teach you how to do this, okay? It's pretty magical. It's called manifestation. So what we're doing is we're going to have the knee, so one knee on top of the other, or wherever you're at, okay? Same leg, same thing. What we're going to do is flex the feet just a little bit. And then as soon as they're flexed, you can kind of relax. They don't even feel like uptight there, okay? Reach behind us, just see if you can grab onto your fingers here, okay? At the same time, remember, weight comes slightly to the right, hip, okay? Notice how you feel here, shoulders back. If it's tightening up in the hips, see if you can relax the hips. Remember to align the chakras, just like I walked you through. So tilt the tailbone slightly, belly button to the spine. Relax the hips with every exhale. So if that's feeling pretty good, you can grab onto your opposite elbow. That's kind of a nice, kind of cozy place for me. I always like this. And remember, even if you can go all the way, you may stick here. You may stay where you feel comfortable, okay? Full expression. Like I created a little teepee. I'm creating kind of like a little V here, okay? So we're doing that. We're moving towards that. We're creating a full, it's a backwards prayer, okay? So it'll look something like a backwards version of this, okay? So what we're doing, think of that backwards gratitude. I want you to close your eyes and just state your intention here, but state it with gratitude. So universe, God, higher self, or fill in the blank, of course, whatever speaks to you spiritually. And you will say, I'm so happy and grateful for, and fill in your intention. This is how we're going to define our intention tonight. So as though you already have it. So once you have whatever that gratitude is, whatever that intention is, see if you can repeat it about 3 times total. Try to visualize it. If there's anything that creates a visual kind of version of that, think of whatever that is. Keep it really simple. So whatever that intention is, I want you to really notice the symbolism here, kind of what's going on. So we have our left hip further down, okay? So the foundation for you to achieve this, whatever this is for you, this is really important. This is the first thing that came to you, okay? So whatever it is that, that came to you, whatever that intention is, for you to manifest that, basically the key is relationships, okay? So there's something with relationship building, something with relationships there that's definitely very clear to me. So that is your, it's your left hip, your right brain. So it could also be kind of fulfillment or creativity too. There's something there. And then you're going to go into kind of, there's a part of that, you have the foundation of relationships, and then you have a sense of organization or control that's also part of it, but the main part's relationships, okay? So take that in, slowly coming down. I know that can be intense, or moving slowly, but it can be pretty intense. Kind of create a little pretzel here in their body, okay? So stretch it out, be open. See if that speaks to you, what that is. What's your intention? Relationships, foundation, and then something with organization is a part of it, but the relationships is key, okay? So start to flex the feet. Trust, too. Trust is a big part of that. So slowly press the shoulders back. And start to lower the chin. So let this be a really strong forward fold. Sometimes we go into forward fold, we're just kind of like, okay, whatever. Let this be really solid. So flexing the feet. We have the shoulders back towards the back of the room. We're grabbing onto either our calf muscle or our thighs is fine, or bottom of the feet. If you're doing the bottom of the feet, start to move towards the big toe. There's that big toe again. Kind of at the base of the wrist if possible. It's okay if you're not there. That's the full expression here. We're flattening the hands on top. And you can bend your knees a little to get there too, by the way. That's just fine. And exhale. Lower down and think of forward fold here. We're folding over. Shoulders back. Coming full circle here at the chakras. Bring the chin towards the sternum. You're going to go a little deeper in the hip. That deep stretch. So here it might feel a little tight. Just keep bringing the chin towards the sternum. It might be calling out a little bit in the hips and the glutes. See if you can find that moment here. Again, anything you're hanging on to, see if you can release. Try to expand a little bit there, okay? Expand that positive energy, that positive mindset. So I want you just to think about the last time that you kind of allowed yourself the time, the energy, the space just to zen out and do something that brings inner joy to you. It does not have kind of an end all. It doesn't have something on your to-do list. It does not involve anybody else. No other relationship, no other friendship. So just think about when the last time that was. If it's something you can recall recently, fantastic. It's linked to your fulfillment. If it's something you can't really remember the last time, we need to work on that, okay? So we're going to slowly start to come all the way up. Notice again what the first thing is that came to you there, okay? So now we're going to do the opposite side, guys. So we have this is the right leg down, okay? So this is our left brain, our sense of organization here. And then same thing, you might be tighter on this side or more open, guys, so just be really open. And then try to knees on top of the other, but again, be patient. Flex the feet, peace sign fingers. Belly back to the spine, start with that fulfillment, and start to close the eyes as you start to just connect to your chakras. Lowering the chin very subtly. Deep breath as you expand, open through the psoas, through the hips. So if you had a second kind of intention that came to you, something else that you wanted to give gratitude for or manifest, a lot of people have kind of a second thing that kind of is in the back of their mind or they're debating between. So what is this kind of second place thing? What is that that's kind of floating around there? So whatever that is, we're going to start to reach behind us. So same thing, guys. We're reaching behind. Remember, you go with your fingers, your wrists, your elbows, whatever feels good. And remember what I said, how you can do full posture here, but you can also be more comfortable going maybe not as far as you can go. So listen to the body. If you want to go full expression here, so backwards prayer, really start to bring the wrists as close together as we can, start to expand the elbows, close the eyes. So give gratitude here for that intention before it's arrived. So again, notice what came to you here. If you need to undo the wrist ball, that I know it can kind of be intense on the wrist, so listen to the body. That's again where I kind of have to grab on my opposite elbow, whatever feels good here. And just close your eyes. So again, notice what the intention is here. So here, it's going to be the opposite, the really, it's going to be the really important part of kind of making this this action item for you. It needs to be something with organization, okay? This is the opposite side. So something with your organization, or it could be even releasing control for some of you guys, something there. More control or releasing control. So just notice that here, and then relationships is a part of it. So both are important, but you have that solid foundation first of organization. I don't think it's control. I'm getting more organization for some reason. And shoulders back. And just start to lift all through the chin here. You can even move the head side to side. Just expand, open up. And we're going to start to bow forward here. So on this one, we're going to bow the heart towards the knees. Open up a little bit more, and you can release the hands here. Peace sign fingers go all the way back, and we're just going to expand a little bit more. So let the hips open. And just reflect. Whatever feels good here. You can kind of place the hands on top of the feet. You can place them on the ground if you want. The whole idea is opening through the hips. This goes back to that subtle energy. Notice if there's any side of the chest that feels off or feels kind of heavy or anything like that. If it's the left side, the right side, just be aware. Guys, great focus tonight. Really, really nice, kind of relaxed focus. So slowly start to come all the way up. Again, those hips are going to call out a little bit, so just take your time and really open up in there. So flex the feet. Again, forward fold, deep stretch. Bring that shin all the way to the sternum, okay? So deep forward fold, and remember here, it's really important we create balance in the body here, guys. So we want to really pull down as far as we can. Chin to the sternum. Open up. Slowly start to come up. The eyes are closed. We're coming up one vertebrae at a time. So here we're going to keep our left foot forward. We're going to bring our right leg behind us. So see how this feels. This is really one of those that can be intense on the knee, guys. So for some people, they'll just kind of go right into it, right? Other people, it's pretty intense. So just listen to the body here. So to bring the leg back. If you can go all the way back, great. If you need to, sometimes a bolster or a blanket or a pillow can be good there, okay? So start by flexing the foot a little bit, and then see if you can kind of point the toe just a little. Just make sure, again, we want to make sure we're comfortable here. And then flex the foot. What we're going to do, so this kind of reminds me of back in the gym days, or PE or something, PE in school. We're just bending forward here. We're going a little deeper into the hip, into the inner thigh area. See if you can bring your nose as close to the knee as possible, okay? It's okay if it doesn't touch, but if you can make it touch, fantastic. I see some faces in class. No, that's not going to happen. And that's okay too. Listen to where you're at. You may notice this naturally, but if not, see if you can create a little smile. Sometimes it feels a little cheesy at first, but you may already naturally, when you do this, the cheeks kind of fall, the face falls, where it might create a little bit of a natural smile. If it's not happening naturally for you, see if you can create it, okay? So we're kind of forcing the optimism, right? When you actually smile like that, it actually increases oxygen flow to the brain and actually can help to increase mood. Okay, so the deeper we breathe, right, this makes the whole body work better. So go ahead and just kind of keep that deeply dry breath, a little subtle, kind of closed smile. No one can see you, so it's okay if you kind of look like an idiot, smiling to yourself. Let's go back to that space. What is that thing that you've maybe neglected or something that maybe you have done recently, that kind of me time I brought up earlier? And I want you to just kind of continue that smile here, but really think of what can make that whole vision epic, what can make it amazing for you, right? So what would be your favorite, I don't know, tea or drink or food that you'd have with you? What would you be doing? I kind of want it to be more something where you're alone, okay, not necessarily with other people. So see if you can set the scene in your mind of what would be the perfect afternoon for you, something very soothing. And just let yourself smile here, deep breath, relax. We're going to focus on the exhale. Beautiful, you guys. Come all the way up. Try to keep the eyes closed here. Just let the left hand kind of drag up the leg. Keep the eyes closed as you do the opposite side. So remember, just be aware of that knee. Right leg out. Left knee is bent, and we're bending forward. Notice if this side's a little tighter or a little bit easier.
Bringing that nose towards the knee. The touch is fantastic. And exhale, find your smile, okay? Find that inner smile. This posture helps to increase our inner joy, you guys, that inner true joy, not just kind of, oh, what we think is going to make us happy, but actually that inner, it's more like fulfillment, okay? So really, really what matters here is a little smile and just going as far as you can go. Into our version of our meditation in comfortable seated position. Okay, so nice and strong and solid who we are. So you guys can actually choose. If you'd like to have your feet together, like how we started class, bottom feet are touching, that's just fine. Actually, I'm going to kind of see what feels right to me. Or you could have the right foot in front, or excuse me, the left foot in front, and then we're going to bring our hands in nice and tight regardless. Okay, so those peace sign fingers that we had, we're going to connect those, so centering ourselves and relaxing ourselves to the thumb. Okay, so connecting here, whatever feels better, and you can play with it. You can close your eyes and see which one feels better. So for me, I'm kind of feeling the left foot in front. And deep exhale, just focus on, again, that scene that feels fulfilling for you. So we are going to continue our Ujjayi breath in our meditation. So just deep, slow inhale and exhale. What you focus on expands. As you slowly start to come back from your meditation, we're going to slowly, so right now you guys have your index finger, your middle finger to your thumb, start to just very, very slowly, very, very subtly start to expand the light between the thumbs, between the index finger, between the middle finger. So just imagine kind of like a sphere of light. And allow then your fingers to start to expand. Again, it's very subtle. Opening up, we're opening all through the palm of the hand, allowing the fingers to still subtly curl in. It's almost like we're holding two kind of spheres of kind of a yellowy white energy here. So that positive energy, healing energy. And just feel confident in your ability to really be in control of your world, to be able to heal, be able to manifest more positive things into your life. So imagine that those spheres of energy kind of going around the entire body, protecting your energy, nourishing your energy, recharging your battery. It's really important, especially if you are a giver who gives a lot to people. Continue to give from a place that is nourished. And take that time to nourish yourself, whatever that was that came to you. And remember, make sure it's alone sometimes. That's really important for us true beauties. We tend to be empaths, we tend to be givers. So super important we recharge with our creative spirit. So at the same time, start to lift the hands a little bit so they're coming off the kind of legs. We're kind of lifting the elbows so they're expanding. We're going to bring the palms so the palms are facing one another, but we're expanding our hands as wide as we can. Just try not to hit your neighbor if you're close to your neighbor in class. Deep, slow inhale. Deep, slow exhale. I am truly so happy and grateful that you can all be here to be in class or to tune in and really connect to this deep space of the power that you have within to create your reality, to create your kind of mindset, that positive mindset. You're in control of that every single day. And remember to start with those 3 pieces of gratitude. This can ripple affect your entire day, other people's lives, your community, your state, the nation, the world at large. We are in so much control of our world, we don't realize it. So feel empowered. The divine in me, recognize the divine and light in each one of you. And where these lights meet, we say, Namaste. Make sure that the hands are then at heart center. If they're not already, make sure that you have space between the hands. And make sure that before you open up your eyes, that you open your eyes on an inhale so you feel energized mentally, emotionally, and just slowly, slowly start to open up the eyes, start to come back. If you have a light in the room, you can kind of focus on the light wherever it's at. Whatever kind of makes you feel good, kind of lift the chin. This helps with our optimism as well, by lifting the chin versus, focusing downward. So keep that chin lifted, keep your head held high, you guys, beautiful true beauties. Be you, baby. And I hope that felt really good, you guys, and that you feel a little bit more energized. Notice how I kept you guys on your mat the whole time. I wanted to recharge your batteries and expand some of these areas that get a little stuck sometimes for us. Really, really important. We do that every now and then. So really feel good, believe in yourself, and take time for that me time. Super important. Thanks so much, you guys. Until next time, be balanced, be true, be proud of you. See you later, guys. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching today's True Beauty Quick Tip. If you like what you see and for more confidence building tips on how to be a beauty from the inside out, remember to subscribe to our channel and connect with us at trubeautymovement.com. That's TRU without the E, Beauty Movement. Love you guys. Until next time, remember, be balanced, be true, and proud to be you.